Welcome back to our opinion podcast. I'm your co-host Terence. Here are my co-hosts Michael and Jhoan. What's going on, guys? What do you guys want to talk about today?
Michael, what were you saying?
I think an African billionaire bought Twitter.
A what? South African.
Oh, South African billionaire bought Twitter. We talk about that a little bit. Elon Musk.
I got the reference.
Look confused. For real, figured I'd specify.
Here we go with this shit. Alrighty. Okay. Anyway, what about it?
Like, what are you guys' thoughts on it, I guess? What do you guys think is going to happen to the platform, or do you guys think it's a good idea?
I
heard he's like Thanos and he's about to collect all the gems, all the like social media stones.
What didn't do what, though?
It's a lot of data, though, that's for sure.
How much did they pay for it?
$43 billion.
Pocket change.
Well, let's
Definitely not pocket change.
I think he's worth like maybe 200, so that's like
I think it's like 250, bro.
it's not pocket change
It's not-
if it's a fifth of what
Fifth
you're
of your
worth.
whole wealth.
It's
Bro,
if
you go down to
$500, you can spend 100 on.
I mean, look, bro. You go from 250 to 208. I'm alright. And I
feel like you would notice
Again, if you had $500,
but he didn't blink. He didn't blink, did he?
Well,
Because I
again-
think it was lower than that when he initially tried. It was like 41.
I'm not gonna lie
I think
to
he
you.
started with 43.
I'm not gonna lie
I'm
to you.
pretty sure he started with 41. Because they've turned down his original.
No, they turned it down. I'm pretty sure that the only reason that they did sell it is probably because of like investors pushing really hard, just because of the fact that obviously they're investing money, so they get the profit. It was like 33%. It was a 33% more per share that he was paying.
Yeah.
So like it was worth it for investors. So I think that they probably just got like cornered into like, hey, you guys should sell it because it's gonna make us money.
I thought it was more like Musk came up to them like, "Hey, I want to buy your company." And they said, "Okay, 43."
No, he offered.
Oh,
He offered.
right. But then I thought like they came up with
So-
like a stupid number like this, and he said, "Oh, that."
No, I don't even think they ever countered offered. I didn't hear about any counter offer.
No, but I just thought that was the only offer. Like Elon Musk said, "Hey, I want to buy your company," and they're like, what's a number that he probably won't say yes to? And what's the number? Was it 43 or 48?
It's 43 billion.
And they were like 43 billion, and Elon Musk was like, "Okay, cool." That's what I thought.
I thought that he
So
offered. Do you want to look it up? I'm pretty sure he offered the 43 billion. And you are owing too, so
But
let's
if
just
you
remember
say
that before we
okay,
look it up.
cool to $43 billion, that's pocket change. I'm sorry.
He also sold all his mansions.
Yeah, but that was before though. That was because he was tired of people judging him for being rich, so he literally.
What do you think
sold
he
all
thinks
his
now?
possessions. Like, no, but that was more for like his image. I feel like.
I guess, but
Yeah, I mean, we definitely don't think you're poor.
No, but that's just because hella people were like hating on him, and I think it's because he let the hate get to him. Because most billionaires don't give a fuck, you know. It's like he's doing good for the planet, he's doing good shit, so you shouldn't be worried about what other people are worried about. But he was like, I think he talked about it on the Joe Rogan podcast. He said that people were just like, oh, you know, he has all these houses. How does he want to talk about saving the earth or like helping the poor, this and that? And so he's like, he literally sold all his mansions and his big houses.
People always want to tell somebody how to spend their money.
And that's really funny to me. When I was younger, I always thought like, oh, there's no reason people should like be billionaires. But it's like, if you're able to amount that much wealth, that's you. You know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong, get taxed hard. You know? I mean, bro, you gotta get taxed on a billion, bro. I'm sorry.
Get taxed hard.
But I mean, aside for that, I don't think that it should ever be like
much
the
we
public decide.
They already take it.
50%. They already take 50%
of what?
of like the highest bracket. I think it's 50% or 55%.
So out of my billion, I'm only touching 500.
Like that's most super rich people. They only touch like half of the money that they earn.
Yeah, that's so tough.
Yeah,
super rich.
Yeah, well, most millionaires and like billionaires, they only get half of the money if they're doing everything like, you know, like regular by the books.
I think like maybe like celebrity stuff, but like I think like companies like Mark Zuckerberg and
Amazon and shit like that. Like that's because they find like what's it called? They find excuses to be like, oh, that's for company use or the company this or company
tax
so they tax breaks. They take advantage of hella tax breaks. But like for any individual millionaire or billionaire, yeah, that's another thing is like people get mad at people like, oh, he's not paying this, and it's like, bro, if he found a way around the system, you should go fight the system.
I was gonna say, look, you should take my advice. Shit, if I'm cheating my way around, cheat your way around.
And they're like, oh, why don't you go with the information? Shit, go look for it. Like, I don't know, I found it.
I mean, like, don't get me wrong. If I had, $250 billion, I would definitely be trying to do something for, like, you know, the people and shit like that.
Depends how
like,
I got the money. If it's like all in one hit, 250 billion, yeah, I'm donating hella money. But it's like if I earned it, I'm going to be donating as I'm getting wealthier. So
right.
like,
I mean, that's what I mean. Like, I'm not just like, you know, but like at the same time, it's like how much, because sometimes, bro, they don't even want you to donate like, you know, astronomical amounts of money, because like, you know,
I think it's
some
like
things are systematically set up for
business
shit
wise
like that,
too.
You know what I mean?
How much, like, business wise, I think it's all like whatever it classifies as. Because I saw a thing about like what something is classified as, like, so like the, what is it called? The Snuggie? Is that what it is? The one that looks like a hoodie.
Oh, yeah.
and
I know
blanket?
exactly what you're talking about, but I'm like, there's no way he's referencing the Snuggie, like literally.
Yeah,
the
no,
Snuggie.
well, because what is it? Do you think it's a sweater or do you think it's a blanket?
To swank it.
Right, but you have to classify under one, because like when you ship it, like,
Swank it.
because I saw a video on it, like when you ship that product, you get taxed differently on it. If it's like a blanket, you get taxed like something like 30% for that like product, or if it's a sweater, it's like point something, like 2%. So that tax difference, like whatever you're getting taxed on, is differently.
I feel like it depends on what classifies a sweater as a sweater.
Well, they went to court and everything. I don't know what happened.
Oh, really?
I think it's still going.
Still going.
Yeah, because like,
Them bitches take on.
I
You
mean,
gotta
bro,
classify
like
it
for
for
you
swank
from
it then.
15% to 2%, that's a lot of money.
You
That's
said
a
30
lot.
originally.
Or 30, whatever. It was a big number, that like the difference. So, because I whatever. But the only reason I bring it up is because like companies, I think that's how they like save money on taxes and shit. Because I was watching Winning Times. You know, like it's like a basketball show about the Lakers in the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
How much you think, like, Dr. Buss paid in taxes that year when he bought the team?
I have no idea. I couldn't even.
It was zero. It was nothing.
He's like, he probably could have got money back, but he didn't want to look
Like,
suspicious.
I think he ended up getting money back. Like the whole thing was like his mom was his accountant or whatever, and like they were like he was losing a lot of money. So like he bought the team and it was in debt, blah blah blah, this and that. But like his person came up to him and was like, hey, like your mom is, like you said, low-key good at taxes and like a good accountant. Because the way she did it is the team is an asset and it's not like property or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So like all the money that you just put into this and bought it, like you're getting all that back as you investing in the product or like whatever.
Yeah.
And I think that's like what they do in general. I think that's why.
So they branded the team as a product instead of as a team, or what?
Something like it was like yeah,
Like anything
his-
that they were doing.
At the end of the day,
help
it's
them?
like his business.
Yeah,
that he's
he
doing.
separated himself for the business.
Exactly. So,
So
that
his
way,
taxes are different.
so he put in the, let's say, $5 million or like $12 million that he did to buy it and redo all this shit and all the contracts or whatever. He's basically getting taxed zero on that, and he's getting some money back for actually investing in the company or his team. And he was surprised.
Yeah. Valid.
That's pretty valid.
So I think that's what happens with like most millionaires, like real like millionaires.
Well, no, but
or,
what I'm talking about is like
like the
motherfuckers
people
that
that
aren't
get,
looking for a loop.
yeah, no, that's
like
like,
people that
I'm saying,
aren't
like
looking for a loop.
celebrities. Celebrities will be like, oh, 50%. All right.
No, but I'm pretty sure that they're celebrities. They're
Like
either
some of
paying
them,
way
but like
less
the
taxes.
ones
Some of them.
No,
like,
but that's why I'm saying I don't want to correlate it to celebrities. I'm just talking about rich people in general that aren't looking for a way to pay less taxes. And the number that like they're supposed to be paying off of their money that they earn is like 50%.
I don't know,
Right,
man.
yeah.
Like when you hear 50%, I think everyone's gonna try to find a way to keep.
No,
the
I'm just
money.
telling you the number that is like that gets taken out. Like whatever you do to make it zero at that point, you know, that's
Yeah.
extra work.
I mean, shit. Bonuses are 40% off the rip.
40%? What do you mean?
Like so, like when I worked at Verizon, commission and all that is you get 40% off.
They tax 40%? That's horrible. What?
Yeah. They
Then
tax
why do you get paid
40%.
commission? Be like, can I get paid hourly? At some sort of rate? Like,
No, like that's how they do it. They're like, oh,
That's
whatever
how
you
they
get
you.
in this check for like your commission will be taxed 40%.
and I bet that commission is only a percentage of the sale as well.
Duh.
So you get a percentage of a percent.
Like, don't be upset at that. Like,
Well, no, but I mean, like, of the like
Sold
a
this bitch
small
for $300,
percentage of
I'm only getting $5 from it?
Small percentage of
Yeah.
the profit. Yeah, that's exactly what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
and I'm only getting 40% of that $5.
So you get like $5 when you sell something.
It's like an extreme, but yeah, something like that. Like it all depends on what you sell.
No,
But it ranges from like $5 to like $50.
And then
And see, Jhoan was talking to me about this because he's like, I don't know if I can work at Verizon because I don't think I can screw people over because you know how like Verizon people can be like,
Because like again, like it was like it's easy, and I feel like I'd be good at it. But like,
So then why didn't
because it'd be like families coming in, like it'd be like I'd see like us, like it'd be like a family with their dad who clearly does not have the money, and the kids are like, you should get this phone, you should get this phone. I'm like, that's Michael, that's Lupe, and that's my dad trying to come in this bitch get 3 of everything. And I'm like, well, actually, if we really wanted to, the most like
So you know their financial situation is
right? Like I don't know, and I can see their account and be like, man, you are like $600 in the hole to us.
He said this isn't really the right step for you.
Right.
Damn, you couldn't sell cars. You're just not a what's it called? You're
It's
not
'cause,
a
like,
salesman.
He's not an asshole.
Yeah, maybe cars would be different, but like I saw like it was just too much.
Nah, bro. That one guy that tried to sell me that car, he didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, you don't
Exactly.
give a fuck. Yeah, you gotta be ruthless.
But that's exactly what I'm saying. John couldn't be a salesman because he's not gonna be ruthless.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, because
He's
there's
not
like
an
2
asshole.
different. Like I feel like there'd be a different thing if it. Like I said, cars. I feel like maybe be a little different. I wouldn't
I feel-
have as much interaction with you. Like
I was gonna
you already
say-
know what
you
you
would.
want.
Yeah, I was gonna say you would
You know?
assume you have some money if
Yeah.
you come in the shop for a car.
no, but I feel like also that there are salesmen that like are really, really good and they build a rapport through like trust in their customers and by like selling them only what they need. And then there's people that are just like,
I mean-
I don't care if this is a returning customer. I'm just gonna try to make as much
Well,
money
the
now. Like
point
charge them
is
for
like
stupid
you
shit.
talk to them to the point where they trust you. To the point where like I'm talking to this person who already owes $600, and I'm getting them to get like 4 phones, one for everyone in the family now, and buy like whatever, and I'd be like, yeah, you should do it. But you don't need all 4 of them. Like you do 2 and like cover all.
That's
of
what I'm
them.
talking about with cars. Is
You
that like
said
I
it.
bet you like stupid stuff that they add on there that they want to charge hella extra for. That like if you review the contract itself and you ask like, hey, why am I getting charged with that? They'll be like, and they'll just like they don't even know why they're charging you for that, but they're charging you additionally. I feel like they're good salesmen and they're bad salesmen. I guess you're right.
Yeah, like I
different.
said, it's all. I think it all depends on like the point of sale. Like door-to-door salesmen are different because you have to make that interaction like 15 seconds instead of what I used to do would be like an hour-long process.
But I mean, for me, if I'm
Plus
selling
they have to
phones and
actually
you're 600
rush.
in the hole trying to get 4 and you get approved, bro, I'm not your dad. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not your dad. I'm not your.
Yeah, but I saw those kids. They need to eat. Well, I'd rather them have food than
Hey,
have
hey,
this fucking bill,
and
bro.
if that dad didn't understand that,
Again,
that's tough.
We say a lot of shit to our dad. I feel like I'm not.
I'm looking at it through a ruthless salesman type of thing now. I'm thinking about just like max bread.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
you just here
that's-
out to fuck people over.
If I became a Verizon salesman, yeah, but I'm not a Verizon salesman. So I mean, it wouldn't be a job that would interest me anyway. So
I mean, like I said, that's what made it hard. Because I feel like, I was gonna go in that place like, yeah, I could.
upsell the fuck.
Right, like
You
I
really
know
thought-
you need a fucking case, bro.
You get
I
the old
know
lady
you-
like,
look at this
"Oh."
shit. I just dropped it, but you know what? It's fine because I got a case on it. But no, it was different. Like talking to some people, it was I don't know, good experience, perspective.
Let's do the topic we wanted to talk about.
Playoffs.
Oh, the playoffs. So the Nets did win 4-0.
Yeah, they did say they was gonna lose though.
Yeah, they got sweeped, which was kind of
Swept.
I don't think they were gonna get.
sweeped.
Swept.
I don't think they were
I
gonna
know
lose
it's
that bad.
swept now that you've corrected me, but I'm going to be stubborn and stick with sweeped.
I don't think they're gonna lose that bad. That first game we watched, it was close as hell.
I mean, most of the games were like within a couple buckets,
A couple buckets,
5
but
to 6 plays.
I think
But 4
from the-
oh,
from the jump,
Yeah, it's
KD
tough.
was not playing well.
No, KD had a horrible series,
Like-
especially the start. The last game.
Whoa,
was
like his
alright.
first game when Kyrie had like 28 points by himself.
is James Harden on the Rockets now?
No,
He's on
he
the
was on the
Sixers.
Rockets, went to the Nets, now he's on the Sixers.
6. Oh, the 76ers?
But I looked at KD's and Kyrie's scores, and KD did way better. Kyrie had like 10 and then like 16 one game, and then KD had like 23 and then 27, then like 10.
But how
or
many
16.
shots?
So what do those numbers mean?
That's how many points they had.
We mean 26 and 27 though.
Like that's how many points they had.
Like 26 to 27 points, or you mean like, but
Yeah,
like, why
that's
do you
what I'm
want
saying.
See, look, like his
Because there's
the last
multiple games.
game,
Oh,
KD
you're talking
had
about
39 points.
Uh-huh.
Right.
His last game, but he only made 13 out of 31 shots.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so 13 out of 31, so he made 13 of the 31 shots he
Yeah.
attempted. Okay.
Yeah.
See, that's why I was asking about the second number. I was like,
Yeah,
okay.
no, it was bad.
Yeah, he was shooting terribly.
Yeah, at that point he was just shooting to try to get numbers up.
But it's like, who else on the team is gonna shoot?
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, if he would have done that at the beginning, because that's what people were saying. They're like, shit, my boy, or the second game, he only had he had 0 shots in like the second half or some shit.
Yeah. When he went 0 for 10, he
0
shot
for
the
10.
ball. He just didn't make any.
See, at that point, you might as well just keep going, my man. Like,
This is insane. 0 for 10. Like
0 for 10.
plus, like you have to also think about it too. Like Jason Tatum had an amazing series defensively against him too. Like he was locking KD up.
bro,
Like
turnovers.
he was locking him up.
Turnovers. Turnovers. He had a lot.
Yeah,
Every game.
Jason Tatum was on that ass. I had to chalk it up to Jason Tatum on that one. Like he was doing his thing. But on top of that too, it was just like I said, like KD was also playing shit like badly, and so was Kyrie. Like they both were having like a pretty rough series.
A lot of people are giving shit to Kyrie.
Yeah, because like the other thing too is like a lot of people have been saying like since Kyrie hasn't played like the majority of the season, the chemistry on the team is lacking a little bit. Yada yada yada.
And they're like, but that was your thing. Like that's because of you.
Right, that's what,
Yeah,
that's the thing, and then it's like a lot of people are like kind of upset with KD too because it's like
Like take over. This is your team.
You're supposed to be the leader, and you kind of follow and back Kyrie and all this other shit. But like at the same time, it's like I don't know. It's kind of hard to say because that's like I see Kyrie's side. Like he didn't want to get the vaccine. He like that's his choice. If that's what he thought was.
Yet, by the way?
Huh?
He's vaccinated.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But like Kyrie just didn't want to do that. So like I get that, but like at the same time, like if it hurts your team, it hurts your team, and they got fucked up.
Yeah, I mean they were saying that, like they brought up a whole bunch of stats from Kyrie. You know how many years he played, where he played more than 60 games?
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
I was like, what?
That was actually kind of tough to hear. I was like,
they were like, this is not new. Like this motherfucker does it every year. He'll get his bag.
That shit was like,
and then only play like 2/3 of the fucking game.
He's so nice too, bro. That's the
And
bad part.
What do you mean he only plays 2/3 of the game? Like
So,
he has
like-
to choose or what?
Yeah, like he'll
Sometimes he'll have like it'll be situational shit sometimes, but sometimes he'll stop playing for like personal.
Yeah, when Ukraine got like started with the whole Russia shit, like he took like 2 weeks off.
Bro, see, here's another thing. Hold up. Can we talk about this for a second? Because I feel like they shouldn't be able to do that.
Why not?
No, like, because you're a professional athlete. I'm paying you millions of dollars, and something that has nothing to do with you or the sport is going to stop you from competing.
Well, see, 'cause that's why he's saying it's situational. Some players like take that and run situation. For it. Yeah, take it and run with it, like Kyrie, and then other
I feel
players.
like you should be fined.
But see, the thing is, Kyrie is really good.
I mean, I get that. I get that.
He might get fined now.
So it's like,
Will they get fined now?
No, I said he might.
I mean, he's done it a lot.
Yeah, and not only that, there was interviews where both after I think game 1 or game 2. You know what both of them said? There's more to life than just basketball. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we lose, we lose.
Isn't Kyrie the one that took a break for mental health or mental stability? I don't know. The mental one, it's like, I'll give you a pass for one, but it's like, Ukraine, Russia, what are you doing taking a break for? Are you going to go out there and help them? You want to go out there and help feed people? Help start up the Wi-Fi? Like, unless you can help, like, unless you're about to go out there and personally help them, like, what are you doing taking a break? Enjoying your millions? Nice. I need you to play for my team.
Yeah.
I mean, he's just like an odd character.
It's just
he played through Ramadan.
It feels like Conor McGregor, though. Like, like once he became a millionaire, he became famous. It's like his ambition is no longer becoming the best. It's like money now.
Man, that's what fucking Ben Simmons' ass is on, man. I feel like that man.
Yeah.
He just out there trying to get his little money on, be a little celebrity, and move on.
I think Kyrie and KD. Well, KD has the 2 rings, 2 Finals MVP.
Yeah.
Like he wants it. It is also at the same time he's like, well, if I lost, better team won, whatever. And I think that's what gets people upset.
I feel like their mentality too is they're like they understand that it's a team sport, so they can't carry it. As opposed to people like LeBron and like Kobe, like they're just like, no, I'm gonna force the team.
Well, it's because
it's better.
It's different because, like I said, like Kyrie and KD's mentality right now is like if we lost, we lost. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
Like we'll chalk it up.
Yeah.
But their fan base is like, you won with another team, not with us. We want the ring too. Stop this bullshit of you.
Yeah.
Like we're good, whatever. Like I feel like that's why they're getting the hate. Because like LeBron will go team to team and like damn near the first thing he says is, "I'm gonna get y'all a ring." And then when he gets the ring, then he like cuts back and says, well, it's a tough game, whatever, blah blah. Like before that, he won't do that. KD and Kyrie both are like.
That's what I'm saying. Like Kobe or what's it called? LeBron wasn't affected by the money. Like he still
Yeah, I think
has that
it's-
ambition to be the best.
I mean, well, he put a lot of pressure on himself.
Well, that's what I'm saying is that these other players they're not thinking the same way.
I think Loki, that's why Kyrie left Cleveland. Like people talking shit about him now, and then like him not being available for most of the season for a lot of years.
Didn't he also have an ankle injury?
Maybe. I don't follow.
He's probably he definitely has some injuries in there too. There's a lot of shit that prevented him from playing sometimes, but it's a lot of shit that I was like, yeah, I don't know, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like LeBron looks the type to be like, you can play, then why aren't you playing?
Yeah.
Oh, you want to take a break?
Do you think that would slide if he was on the team with LeBron? Or do you think it would be much bigger?
That's what I'm saying. I think that's why he left Cleveland because they used to be on the team together.
He's like,
that's
hey, bro,
where he
chill.
got his
And
own
he's like,
ring.
nah, bro, if you're not here committed, you can get out of my team.
It has to be. Well, yeah, it has to be. I don't know. I feel like I said, LeBron is more like.
I mean, LeBron.
It's because LeBron's the leader in each team.
LeBron almost has trade power, right?
Right. But Kyrie in this team is being the leader when it should be KD. Like if KD was more like, hey, like I need you to really try, then I feel like the reason he's not doing that is because he feel like there'd be bad chemistry.
Also,
There's
KD
no
should be
chemistry.
performing better than Kyrie, is what you're saying.
No, I think he should be leading him. Like, hey, bro, like you should be working more on this or do this or pass more or whatever. But it's
Kyrie's
more
doing
like
that?
Kyrie's like, hey, bro, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna pass it to him. So, all right, cool. Yeah.
So he just doesn't
Like
want to take
he'll
that
follow
initiative.
him,
He doesn't
right.
want to take that initiative.
KD will follow him instead of leading the team.
But shit, I was about to say if
And
it leads
they're-
to a dub, but clearly
right.
it didn't.
But they're following the dude that doesn't play for the whole season. That's why people are giving him shit. They're like, why is KD like KD knows has to know this.
Yeah, it's tough.
He's like
Especially
40
if they
years out of
lost.
11 years has he played more than 60 games. It was something like that. Like it was like,
Yeah, it's tough.
and then this
Kyrie
KD,
is
this
so
is the guy
nice,
you
bro.
leading. Or this is the guy you're following. He is nice too.
Yeah. Maybe next year.
And that's what they're saying too.
Nah, he'll probably retire. He's not feeling it. I don't know.
Nah, he got a little 33 million coming in his way.
They ain't retiring.
Like the thing is, he could get like the max. I don't think he'll get max
But
contracts
the real
now.
question is though, is the Celtics gonna beat the Bucks?
No.
I think
It's a tough one. Chris Middleton's out.
Chris
That's
Middleton's
the second guy in command. I don't know if he's out for the whole series. Or
What's
if
his
he's out.
name before I butcher it and sound
MCL?
racist?
I thought it was MCL.
Yeah, MCL.
I thought it was 1 or 2 weeks. I said.
Oh, did they say 1 or 2 weeks?
That's what I thought. So I didn't know
Maybe.
if he was gonna be gone for like. They were like, you know what, fuck it. Or if we need you.
He probably could come back.
Giannis?
but,
Is that it?
shit.
Giannis.
Giannis. That's what it is. I was like,
I mean, shit.
Giannis?
That's how everybody pronounces it that I've like heard. It could be wrong. It could be Giannis.
And what's the last name?
Antetokounmpo.
Oh, thank God you knew it. I was gonna be like a Antetokounmpo or something like that, and I really didn't want to sound racist, so I figured I'd let somebody say it the real way before I.
Again, that's the way we say it, but he's Greek, so
He's Greek.
yeah, he was born in Greece. That's why they call him the Greek freak.
You really have no idea anything about basketball, do you?
Bro, no. Why do you think I was just listening to the fucking conversation?
That's
That
that's
shit is
the
hilarious.
shoe line. You know, seen any like the Greek freak one, the freak 2.
We've already established that I don't keep up with basketball.
I mean, that's not. I mean, that's like Nike. Like you go to Nike stores. and
Basketball shoes, but whatever.
You see his clothes. It'll say freak.
I'd probably play basketball. What's the next topic? Oh yeah, actually, I do want to talk a little bit about the Amber Heard trial, the Amber Heard Johnny Depp trial. Have you guys kept up with it at all?
I just knew that she's guilty, so I can stop watching.
What do you mean? You can't just say shit like that.
Objection, Your Honor. Objection, Your Honor.
Allegedly, she could be guilty.
Evidence against it is pretty substantial.
There's videos and shit of you.
Audio tape.
There-
So might have-
But the lawsuit is about defamation, though. It's not
Well,
about
right,
violence.
because she was saying it was the other way around.
Yeah,
Right.
Right.
but like, you're talking about evidence for violence or
So
evidence
are
for
you
defamation?
in support of Amber Heard? Is that what we're getting?
No, I'm just establishing that it's a defamation trial.
No, but we're just saying that's why we stopped keeping up with it.
Because we kind of already
know that.
established.
I just like it because it's sort of entertaining. Like there was a part where I think he's like a butler, basically. Like Disney hired him to work with Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, and at first he worked with them in London, and then for the Pirates movie, he went out to work with them in Australia. This is the time when Johnny Depp got his finger cut off, or cut his finger off, or whatever allegedly happened.
Cut his finger off.
Allegedly. Anyway, so then he was in a line of questions. Amber Heard's lawyer was in a line of questions, and he's like, so, and this is vague, something like this. He's like, so you don't know exactly what happened on that night. And he's like, well, Dr. Kipler told me that Johnny Depp had sustained it. He's like he just like freaked out. He's like, objection. He's like, hearsay, or speculation or something like that. And then the other people were just like, it was your question. Like he objected to his own question because he didn't like the response that he heard.
Yeah.
Like it's showing that Amber Heard's lawyers are just clowns, and they're really like, not only that, but it really shows that I feel like Johnny Depp, he only hires professional ass. Like I think that like when he was hiring these people, he was hiring them like, hey, in case some shit goes, because they interviewed Dr. Kipler, which is the psychiatrist or psychologist that he had like retained. And they were really trying to grill like Dr. Kipler. And bro, her answers were immaculate. Like literally, there wasn't a single thing that she would let them like confuse her about. And they're like, so you stated this, and she's like, that's incorrect. I actually said, and it was like one word difference. Like, so they were trying to catch her, and like he just wouldn't let it. And they're like, so would you say like they were saying something about the fact that when she first got retained, they're like, Johnny Depp invited you to dinner and drinks at his house, correct? And she's like, no, Johnny Depp's legal team invited me over for an interview, and there was dinner and drinks served. Like, you know what I mean? Where it's like, bro, she was absolutely killing it. There was nothing that Amber's attorneys could do about it.
I feel like some part of that is...
And not only that, all the witnesses that have come up, bro, they all sound like they hate Amber. All of them, bro, from police to the... Like, I guess police are a little, like, iffy, but, like the people that were working in the lobby when apparently she got hit, like, the way he's answering, and she's like, the lawyer would ask, like, and so you don't recall seeing any marks on Miss Heard's face? And he's like, nope. Like, he's like, nope, nothing. He's like,
but Johnny had a slap on his face.
No, and they're like, and he's like, so you don't remember if you saw any marks? And he's like, well, when I talk to people, I look at them right in the eyes. So I feel like if I would have seen something, I would see some swelling or puffiness. And they're like, so you don't know either way. And he's like, yeah, he's like, I don't know. like this, like the way that their whole team is just answering, just seems like Johnny Depp has this in the bag. Okay.
See, because I like I said, I think that Amber Heard from the jump, she was like, go ahead and like tell people that I hit you. No one's gonna believe you.
Well, the tape.
I think that's her mentality with the people she hired. It was more like, well, this is going to court. You know, this is going to court. Whatever. I'll take you and you type of deal. Not really like getting high, like not paying some. That, and she's getting sued for $50 million. So she said, "I mean, save some bucks."
What's it called? They played the tape finally, where it was like I think yesterday or something. They played the tape where Amber Heard was like recorded saying, she's like, "Go ahead, Johnny. Go to the press. Go to the news. Tell them that you're a victim of domestic abuse. See who's gonna believe you." And like with that, they're just like everybody was like, "Whoa!" And then like they asked Johnny Depp, like, "What do you think about that?" And he's like, "I am." He is a victim of domestic, and like, bro, like he's just been he's been killing it. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that what I said is probably what she thought.
What?
That people were gonna believe her over him. And maybe she didn't. See, but again, like I don't know if she didn't know the recordings and shit. It's her house too. Oh, like only two people can check the tapes.
I mean, I feel like part of the times they both agreed to record. Sometimes it was like Amber illegally recording, and
right. But I'm talking about like house cameras, like surveillance shit that they had in their home.
I think it's because they have security with them.
That's what I'm saying. But she could have asked, like, hey, like take it out or throw it out. But she really thought like nothing was gonna happen.
There was stuff that I
just never thought.
There's stuff that they're hiding though, because like in the video they showed where Johnny was like going crazy or whatever, he didn't put any hands on Amber, but he was like hitting cabinets and throwing stuff, and he's like, well, I think that was the day. Like I had heard some bad news about my mom, and he's like, I've asked about the date, but like you guys don't want to disclose it, and they're upset that he's even asking. Like they don't want to give Johnny the date that happened because they don't want him to connect it to the fact that. I think his mom was dying or had died, and so that's why he was so upset. And Amber just came downstairs and started recording him to try to get like she wasn't even interacting with Johnny at the time. It was literally just Johnny Depp being upset, and she started recording. And she's like, "Hey, what happened?" Making it seem like he's being an abuser towards Amber. Yeah, like even when he's being secretly recorded, Johnny is just so calm and like he keeps his composure for the most part, unless he's like drunk or really upset or some crazy shit.
Yeah.
I just feel like it also really messes up like women that have actually been domestically abused by guys, because then it's like after this case, like there's gonna be like a little, like, you know, like, oh, is this another Johnny Depp Amber Heard case? Is it like,
I was saying some of that.
It ruins credibility for women that have actually been abused.
Well, because before it was like a track record of like, she said you put your hands on her.
Well, that's all it's been.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like, you know what I'm saying, like, we're gonna have to take you downtown. Just some question, don't you worry about it, man.
Yeah, that's not.
But now it's like, well, this is a pretty big, like.
You have some evidence now. Here's some pictures. Some
I'm gonna need something because
I feel like
entirely sure.
I feel like Johnny Depp should have sued for like $100 million. To be honest,
we don't know if that's what he's tried, and the lawyer, her lawyer said, you know what, best we can do is 50.
Well, no, obviously they're denying it because that's what the whole suit's about, or else they would have settled out of court. No, but what I'm saying is because he was saying that like his movies, like they were showing how much he was gonna make on the new Pirates movie, Pirates of the Caribbean 5 or whatever, and like with merchandise he was like estimated to make with the contract 10 to 25 million, and he lost at least 3 to 4 movies, around 10 to 25 million about per one, because you know, like for the most part super high actors.
The new like
Mythical Beast, or
that one.
Yeah. He was in that one, and I heard that they literally just.
Yeah, no, that's like that's why, because it was delayed for like a year and a half, 2 years, because they found out about or like it was brought up about the Johnny Depp, so they were like it was damn near ready, so they just scratched.
Not only
everything.
that, Alice in Wonderland. That was another.
Was that coming up? Was they doing a different one?
Well, no, but he is the face of that one.
Oh yeah.
So whenever they drop a new movie, he would probably have been in it.
Yeah. And Amber was still in Aquaman too.
Yeah. That's how, you know, like you said, the track record kind of pointed to one way, and
yeah.
And you know what's another thing that's crazy though is like, I heard this on another podcast, which I'm gonna bring it up, Flagrant 2 podcast, and I think this is kind of true. This is kind of facts. Is like they brought up how good must that neck have been for him to stay with Amber all those years.
Neck.
Like, I'm like, think about it. Like he got his finger chopped off, and he's like, no worries. Like, we can figure this out.
Go ahead and tell him the psychological reason, since his father was also being abused.
Like, think about it. Like, bro, she's crazy, and he's staying with her.
I was so about to say, like, shit, like, bro. A lot of people end up staying in abusive relationships.
Because of
but look, it's
some good-ass head.
It's the same thing if a girl's getting her ass beat. It's like, man, dick must be wild.
Hey,
like,
nah, first of all, that happens just in a way less than it happens for men, I feel like.
What?
Like, it happens for women, too. Like, you know, the whole, like, oh, well, he hits me, but most of the time he's really nice to me. Like, that kind of thing. You know what I mean?
I mean, I think that's what it is every time. Like, they stay in abusive relationships because that. Like,
that's what my example with Johnny is. He's staying with it because he's like, most of the time, she gives me good head.
Well, see,
sometimes she tries to cut my finger off.
Then you're sneaking in the head.
Trying to pinpoint one specific.
Like, yeah, she's nice to me sometimes, plus the head. Like,
that's what I'm
I don't think that's in there.
Like, I mean, shit. Like, I don't know.
That'd be
like,
a nice little silver lining or something.
Apparently, she might have cheated on Johnny Depp with James Franco too.
Crazy.
It's like, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, he said it again. I'd go with
good enough to keep quiet
abused.
for James Franco.
Again, I'm gonna go with dad was abused by his mom, and that's why he stayed.
I'm gonna have to back Jhoan on that one.
I'm gonna go with that. That's from what I know from psychology, which is not much. That's what I'm trying to ask.
Wait. So what's this assumption for? Who? For me?
Yeah. So it's not because she has good head.
Yeah.
It's because Johnny Depp's dad was also in an abusive relationship.
Could have been the head. I don't know. I'm thinking it could have been the head.
And I'm really ready to try to objection.
I'm really thinking it could have been that. I mean, shit. I don't know. If I tried it, I might be on her side too. Like, Johnny's kind of a pussy if you think about it. Like, he just the tip of the finger. Like, I don't know.
Get the fuck on. Man.
That's crazy.
Man, it's crazy as hell.
She could have a hurricane hidden in her mouth or something. I don't know.
It has to be because of his dad. Like,
Sure.
it'd be different for you. Like, if you were in an abusive relationship, you didn't see that growing up as a normal thing. You know that shit is fucked up.
So it had to have been the head at that point.
No. If you are with a woman who is beating your ass, I will 100% be like, it has to be something with the head.
Okay.
I'll give you that, I guess.
That makes sense.
Because there's no other reason. There shouldn't be no way that you get hit by her, cry, and be like, "Yep, this is love."
Until she hits me with that neck. Then I'm really in love.
Oh shit!
Oh my god!
There's a TikTok that I've seen of this guy. He's a black guy, and he's on Instagram, live Instagram.
That was
on
really
TikTok.
weird.
And he's like singing, right? And he's smoking the blunt. He's singing and shit.
I feel like that's why.
And his girlfriend. Oh my god! You can see it in the video. Anyways, look. Just
that was like, what are the odds? It was a hoodlum story. Like,
oh my god! Look, so he's in the video, right? And he's like rapping and singing, and his girl.
He's rapping too.
Oh my god! His girlfriend comes up.
Wait, where does he live?
I don't know.
Some part in Chicago.
Oh my god!
I assume the ghetto, but
look, he's doing whatever. He's on live, and he's just vibing. And then his girl comes up and goes and smacks the shit out of his head. He looks like he's about to cry and just keeps going.
He's crying and he's like,
and just keeps going. Oh my god!
Oh my god, bro! What do you want, dude? Man. I don't even know when it cut.
That was too funny. That man said, so this black guy, he was smoking, right? And rapping.
It's hit in the head.
Boy. That was too fucking funny. If you would have told me I looked like he was in an apartment, I would have started fucking dying.
Tell me why her FaceTime video just canceled out the recording.
Oh my god.
So, see you guys Friday.
Not I.
Bro, that was such a good podcast.
Damn.
I kind of want to record just the audio, to be honest, because that was fun. I kind of like that one. And we were on a roll, too, bro.
You know, something about sipping out a jar just makes you feel powerful.
Cups, huh?
Yeah.
If anything, I'd call it a glass.
Let's go with glass. Cup.
Glass cup.
I thought he was really on the verge of like coming together. This man had slipped that in there.
Should we just like finish it off? I guess closing notes real quick. Like talk about why we don't have a video because it literally just got fucking cut out. Jesus Christ.
I'll leave it to you, my guy.
All right. And we're back. So clearly there was a cut there. As you guys know, we use a phone to record, and I guess when receiving a video call, it tends to cancel the entire recording out. So we have none of that footage. So that's great. But where were we with Jhoan's racist rant? Sorry.
I'm trying to find the video now.
Pretty established. Well, I mean, I don't know.
I think I know which one it is, though. It's like he's like, "Don't you know?" He's like, "Don't you love when I come around?" I think he made a whole rap song out of it. Yeah.
Tough.
He's looking up for people that are just listening because clearly there's no video. He's looking up to see if he can find that.
But go ahead, bro.
I mean, shit, boy, we finna wrap up.
Yeah.
I mean, it was literally just for you guys.
Well, on that note, then I guess we're gonna go ahead and
Still gonna call, but we're gonna ignore it.
we're gonna wrap up here. Thank you guys for tuning in. We apologize that there's no video, but check us out again next week. Yeah, let me know if you have any topics. If you want to be a guest,
guests.
let us know what you guys think about the audio in the comments. I almost said video. And yeah, see you guys next week.
Peace.